वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरु गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वर गुरुसाक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु महाविद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। ॐ असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। Okay, we're gonna recite slok chapter 12. So everybody open chapter 12. And we did what, 1 to 7 in there?
I have no clue.
Right, Sean, can you share with Swara? Sunday we did till 7th, right? Last time? Oh, I remember Sunday led the slok. Okay, everybody ready?
Yeah.
राजा बुक को अच्छे हाथ से तो ढंग से बुक गिर जाती है तो गीता है, इसको अच्छी तरह से रखने का, right? Okay.
What page are we?
Chapter 12. Chapter 12.
475.
You guys are on chapter 12?
I don't know.
Karnu, do you have Gita, Raja? Okay, we are doing chapter 12. We are just reciting slok 1 to 7, okay? So open your Gita on chapter 12.
Okay.
Okay?
So, do I go on slok 1?
Yeah, for chapter 12, slok 1.
Okay.
I think he doesn't have the same book as ours. Okay, you guys ready? Arjuna Vacha
एवं सततयुक्ताये भक्तस्त्वं पर्युपासते ये चाप्यक्षरव्यक्तं तेषां के योगवित्तमः। श्रीभगवानुवाच मय्यावेशमनो ये मां नित्ययुक्ता उपासते श्रद्धया परयोपेतास्ते मे युक्ततमा मतः। ये तक्षरमनिर्देशम् अव्यक्तं पर्युपासते सर्वत्र गमचिन्त्यं च कूटस्थम् अचलं ध्रुवं सन्नियम्येन्द्रियग्राम्यं सर्वत्र समभूतय ते प्राप्नुवन्ति मामेव सर्वभूतहिते रताः। क्लेशोऽधिकतरस्तेषाम् अव्यक्तासक्तचेतसाम् अव्यक्ता हि गतिर्दुःखं देहवद्भिर्वाप्यते। ये तु सर्वाणि कर्माणि मयि सन्न्यस्य मत्पराः अनन्येनैव योगेन मां ध्यायन्तो उपासते तेषामहं समुदार्तः मृत्युसंसारसागरात् भवामि न चिरात् पार्थ मय्यावेशित चेतसाम्।
Very nice. Okay, you guys are ready? Okay, you want to sing from 1 to 7. You ready? No, online. Online kids only. So you guys can unmute and sing from 1 to 7. Okay, ready? Arjuna Vacha
एवं सततयुक्ताये भक्तस्त्वं पर्युपासते ये चाप्यक्षरम् अव्यक्तं तेषां के योगवित्तमः। Ayavesya mano yemam nitya yuddha upasate shraddhaya parayogesha teme yuddha yetvaksharamanirdesyam
Avyaktam
paripasate saratra brahmachintyam bhutasamasaram dhruvam Niyandriyam sarvatra samabudaya Te prapnuvanti mameva sarvabhuta hite rata Kleshodikatarastescham avyakta sakta chetasam avyakta higatir dukham dehavat vedavapyate sarvani karmani mai sanyasya vrara ananyena yogena vasatya samudata mrityu samsara sagara bhavami nachirat parta maya vesha.
very good, guys. You guys are the pronunciation and everything is very nice. Yes,
I've memorized the first line.
you did. It's awesome. You guys doing at home little bit? Little not
I was planning on today.
not. Are you guys doing anybody at home repeating it? Yeah, just do once a day. It's gonna take only three minutes, Vinay. It's only 1 minute it takes, right? 1 to 2 minutes. Just do it one time. Have your brother and sister with it. You alone don't do it. Do it with group. Mama, daddy, everybody.
My sister is a Gnostic.
That's okay. She will come online again. Don't worry about it.
My brother doesn't
Care, but your mama and daddy tell that, hey, I want to I have to memorize this by 2 more months, and we have to memorize all 20 shloks, right?
20?
So yeah, it's only 20 shlok chapter.
We've been doing 7.
We are already on 7th, right? So if you gonna just once a day do it, and you will be done with these 20 shloks very fast. So yeah, now I know that we do meditation for 2 minutes and do that breathing thing, but it looks like breathing you guys can do it at home if you guys continue doing it, because it takes a lot of time in the class and then we couldn't do any shloks. So we're not going to do the breathing today, but we will definitely do 2 minutes of meditation. Okay guys, you guys are good. So let's do meditation for 2 minutes. And what?
Do you have to do a new shlok?
Oh, not this week. We will do next week. Let's get used to the 7th shlok, and then we will do it. Okay. So for 2 minutes, we're gonna close our eyes. Put your hands on your lap. Close your eyes, and then concentrate on one thought. Try to concentrate on one thought. And what's that thought? Can anybody guide us?
I'm strong.
I'm strong, and with God's grace, I can get and achieve anything that I need. I'm strong. Slowly open your eyes. Good. For a few seconds, it feels so good, right? When you go and close your eyes and meditate. Okay. So, I wanted to ask you guys. There was, we did not had class last week, but there was God's birthday that we missed. Whoa, which God was that? Shivratri, right? So, how many of you guys? What did you do on Shivratri?
I went to the Radha Krishna
Temple. Okay. What did you do? Anybody did anything on Shivratri?
I was in Austin.
Hmm?
I was in Austin.
You were in Austin. Did you guys do anything on the Shivratri? Hmm?
The puja.
You did the puja? Okay. Anybody did anything on Shivratri? Do you guys remember Shivratri?
Oh,
Yeah.
we also bathed him.
Yeah. Shivling? Did you put water and milk?
We also did it at home.
At home too, right? Yeah, that's puja, right? What did you say?
I wanted to do that.
You did that?
I wanted to.
Oh, you wanted to? Yeah. So Shivratri is the festival. We actually covered a lot of things last year. If you remember, we covered why Shivji is, why we celebrate Shivratri and what was everything that is on Shivji. You remember the snake in his neck? We talk about that. The moon on his head. The river Ganga comes out of his hair, the bun that he has. And then he has the trident, right? You remember the trident? We talk about it, the damaru that we talk about it, the sound that always come, right?
Wasn't that last year?
Last year Shivratri, we talk about this whole shivling, right? This time I wanted to just talk about a little bit of his story. The story that is for what we in our culture, there's so many stories. There is in Purana, there is so many stories of God, right? We already know a lot of the stories of God, like Ganeshji, how Ganeshji was born, then how Krishna Bhagwan, all Krishna Bhagwan Leelas are there, right? When he was little boy, what he used to do. So we have a lot of stories, right? Now, stories, people think about it, is it fact or is it just the story? Is it real or it just happened? Like we have stories of Hanumanji going to the sun and grabbing the sun, right? There is a story of Hanumanji that he grabbed the sun. Now, I mean, actually, if we think, can anybody do that? Scientifically, we think, no, it cannot happen, right? But in our culture, the story teaches you something. There is something that is in that story that teaches us the way how we should be living or how we should worship, or what is the way of life and way of worship. That's what the stories were made for, right? So Shivji has a lot of stories, right? Shiv, Parvati, and Shivji has a lot of stories that are in our culture, which you might know some, you might heard some of them. I'm sure you might have heard that how Ganeshji's head was elephant head. How did it came as an elephant head? Like those kind of stories, there are many. So for Shivratri, there is a story that how what happens with this Shivratri and how somebody will celebrate it. So we have a lot of books like Shiv Purana where all Shivji stories are there, and there is Vishnu Purana where a lot of Vishnu stories are there, right? So in Shiv Purana there is mention about what impact does Shivratri do when we celebrate Shivratri, right? So first of all, celebration of Shivratri is doing puja. What you guys, half of you guys said that putting milk and bathing shivling, and then doing some mantra. You sing some glory of Shiva. That's what you do, and then people fast that day. Like they don't eat the whole day, or they eat only specific kind of food, fruits. They don't eat, like some people don't eat salt a whole day. They stay hungry all day. Some only eat fruits. So that's how they celebrate Shivratri, and they stay up at night as long as they can. So there is a story that there was, yes.
Why do they stay up as long as they can?
Because they cannot stop celebrating Shivji and cannot stop singing glory of Shivji. So in olden days, they used to stay up all night and just sing all the glory of Shivji all night. and that's how they celebrate with together, like coming in the temple and singing song of Shivji. That's how they celebrate it. Now what happens is like this story that I wanted to tell you. What's the what can glory of Shivji can do for us? So there was a hunter. His name was Guru Dhruv. Long time back, there was a hunter whose name was Guru Dhruv. He used to hunt and kill animals and eat, and then sell them and then eat. So he had lot of things he was doing that was not right, not ethical, not moral. He used to go and sell it in wrong places and do wrong things. So he had a lot of wrong things that he used to do it. Now when one day he borrowed money from somebody and he was not able to pay it back, so that person put him in the jail for that day and say, by evening think about it, how will you get my money back? And so he said okay. So he was in the jail, and that was the Shivratri day. So he didn't in jail he didn't get anything to eat. Now everybody was going past by that jail. Jail was in open, fortunately. So everybody passing there was saying Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, because it was the Shivratri day, right? Shivratri, Shiv is the most said, what do you say, mantra is Om Namah Shivaya, right? It's very simple, very small, and it's Shivji's mantra, so everybody sings Om Namah Shivaya. So a lot of people were singing Om Namah Shivaya and going, so he kept on listening to this Om Namah Shivaya all day long, and he did not eat that day. So then in the evening, the rich guy, he asked, hey, when are you going to give me the money back? Did you think about it? And he said, yeah, I thought about it. Give me one night and I will get you your money back tomorrow morning. And he said, okay, I will let you go. Now he was hungry, he did not eat, and all day people were saying Om Namah Shivaya. So in his mind, it kept going Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, because that's what he heard. So he ran to the forest and he said, I'm going to kill an animal, get a big, I will kill a deer or something, get a lot of meat, and then I will go and sell it and get all the money. So in that case, he went to close to the river and took a jar of water and filled the jar of water, and then he climbed a tree and set up the tree and thought that some animal will come to drink water and he will kill the animal. So he went up and was sitting, and fortunately that tree was Bilipatra tree. You know what Bilipatra is? Bilipatra is like 3 leaves, and that's the patra that you always put it on Shivji. That you put on Shivji, and Shivji loves that Bilipatra. So yeah, so that Bilipatra is that one that Shivji loves, and he sat on that tree of Bilipatra. So as soon as he used to, and fortunately what happened, under the tree there was a Shivling, right? You know what Shivling is? The ling that we go in the temple and worship.
Bring it with the belly button to show.
Yeah, sure.
Keep telling the story.
Okay. So then, so as soon as he shake on the tree, the water dripped from his vase on the Shivling. And also the Bilipatra, the leaves of that tree used to fall on the Shivling, right? So whole night he was sitting on the tree and just shaking the tree, and what he was doing is he was actually giving the water. Put it here. So this is Shivling and this is the Bilipatra. It is like a silver Bilipatra, but this is like at 3 leaves come together, and you always put it on Shivji, so that this is the Shiv Bilipatra. Shivji love Bilipatra, right? So now what happened is he saw a deer come to drink water. So the deer came and he was ready to kill that deer. And as soon as he was ready to kill the deer, the water and Bilipatra start falling on the Shivling. And here, as soon as the tree got shaking, the deer saw that somebody was sitting up on the tree to hurt her. So she said, no, hey, hunter, don't hurt me. So the hunter said, why? And she said, you know what, I have little kids and I have to go home and tell my husband to take care of them, and I will come back. I will just settle everybody, and then I will come back and then kill me. So then he said, oh, okay, then what's going to happen to my kids? They are hungry too. I need to go home too. So then the deer says, no, I promise you, if I don't come back, I will have all the sins that a liar can get, right? So I have a lot of sins, so I promise you I will come back. So then he said, okay, you go and come back, make sure to come back soon. So she leaves, right? So that was the first part of the night. So what happened is there are 4 parts in a night. First, second, third, fourth. So 4 parts in 12 hours. So how many hours is one part? 3 hours. So that was the first 3 hours that happened. Shivji always want every part of the day you should be worshipping Shivji, and on the Shivratri night. So this was the first part. Now what happened is, because that he was sitting on the Bilipatra tree and he had water, he was doing the worshipping of Shivji on the first part of the night, right? So his puja was done on the first part of the night. Then what happened is he saw another deer coming, and then this deer was the sister to the previous deer. So when she saw the hunter, she said, oh, are you going to kill me? And the hunter said, yes. So then the deer said that, please don't kill me. I am taking care of my sister's kids. Let me go home and tell her that you take care of your kids. I need to go back and I need to die. The hunter needs me. So he said, no, your sister already went back and will take care of the kids. And she said, no, let me go just one time and I promise I will come back. So he said, okay, I'm letting you go, but make sure you come back. So the second 3 hours that happened, he did again Shivji's worship, right? He put the water on Shivji and he put Bilipatra on Shivji. And it was again accidentally, he was not intentionally doing it, but it was happening, right? The third part of the night, what happened is, the father of the kids came, deer. So the guy deer came and he said, you know what, I will come back too. And he said, no, I cannot let you go because already 2 deer left. I let them go and now you are the third one. I cannot let everybody go. You are just making up the stories about the kids and this and that, and I cannot let you go. And he said, no, I promise you I will come back. And those 2 will not come back, but I will come back and you can have a good meat out of me. So he leaves, and he did in the third time also. This guy was able to do the worship of Shivji, right? Now the fourth part of the night comes, right? Fourth part of night comes. So then what happens is, these guys settle their kids and they had a discussion, who's gonna go, and they couldn't come to a decision. So all 3 of them come back to them. Yeah, but if they said they promise, they will go, right? If they promise, they should go, right? Well, if you promise, please keep up your promise. Don't break your promise. So they came back and they said that, hey, we are here. But in the meantime, what happened is, the guy already did Om Namah Shivaya for the whole day. He already worshipped Shivji for 3 times in the day already, right? And he did Bilipatra and water on the Shivling. So what happened is, all his vasanas means all these, the condition of mind that he had were washed out, right? He became, all the nicer thing came in him, right? All the nice thoughts started coming in him because he was worshipping Shivji. Shivji worship is so strong that within one night, all his sins that he did so far in his life were washed out, right? The power of Shiv Puja is so great that even if you say one time Om Namah Shivaya, it takes all your sin away. So then his mind got purified, and what happened that he was not ready to kill any of them. He said, I don't want to kill you, let me go and go back and live my life like a sattvic person and worship Shiva. So all these things happen for him just by seeing other people sing, like unintentionally worshipping Shivji, but whole purification of the mind come. The power of Shiv Puja is that big, right? So every Shivratri, that's why people do so much worship of Shivji, because in one day the whole sin of your whole life washes out. That's how, that's how powerful is the Shiv Puja. So think about it, if every day somebody is doing Om Namah Shivaya, how good their mind can become, right? So that was the Shivratri story that is in the Puran. Now I want to tell you one more story, and this is again about an animal. So picturize that it is about animal who can talk, same as the deer were able to talk in the last story. So now in this story, what happened is there was a crow and a what do you say, koel in English? I don't know. That the bird that sings very well, but it's black.
Hummingbird?
No, but it's not. Hummingbird is there.
Crow?
Crow the voice is not that sweet. What is koel? We say koel in Hindi, but I don't remember the name of the bird in English. Go search it up. But so there was a crow and koel. They both were sitting on a tree, and two people came and sit under the tree, and they heard koel started singing. She is very melodious. So she was singing, and these two people said, "Oh my God, this is such a beautiful voice, and I can listen to this voice all day long and sit under this tree, and it's so melodious and so nice."
Cuckoo?
Huh?
Cuckoo?
Cuckoo?
Yeah, it says cuckoo.
Cuckoo? Okay. So it is cuckoo.
bird.
A beautiful sing, like voice is the most beautiful voice cuckoo has. So they were very happy and they were listening to koel, and then black. She is black in color,
Like this.
like crow, exactly like crow. It's exactly black in color like crow. Yeah.
It's not black. The wings are
So then she stopped singing, and then crow thought, oh my God, there are people, audience there, let me sing too. And the crow started singing. Now crow started singing, what happens? People said, oh my God, this is terrible. Oh, I cannot even stand. I cannot sit here. Let's go away. So the men who were sitting under the tree, they left. Now crow felt very sad. Crow said, oh my God, I am so bad. Krishu is saying battery running out.
Huh.
Battery running out.
Wait.
Band hai kya wo?
Yeah.
Is that turn off?
No, it's charging.
Charging.
I just think it's...
It doesn't take it then. Okay. So the crow says, I am black and I am so bad. I don't look good and don't sing good. This is not right. So he says to koel, you are so nice, so pretty, so sing so well. I want to be you. I don't want to be crow. I need that good voice, and I want to be you. And so koel says, the only person who can change is God. God gave you the birth, and God is the one who you should be satisfied with what you have. He said, no, I want to be you. So the koel says, then go to the God and ask for change. So he said, okay. And who is this God? And he said, Shiva. And Shiv lives in Kailash. So go to Kailash and ask him, he will change. So then this crow goes fly for 2 days and reach Kailash. And Kailash Parvat, he reached there and he asked Shiva, saying, Shiva, can you change me to koel? And Krishna and Shiva says that, why koel? He said, very, she sings so well and I want her life. And so Shivji says, no, first I want you to go and ask that does she have any problem or she is very happy. So ask her. If you feel like that she is very happy and you want her life, come back and I will give you her life. So then crow flies back and asks the koel that, are you happy with your life? And she said, no, I'm not the most happiest one. My voice is so good, but I'm so dark. People cannot see me at night, and I don't like that people cannot see me at night, and they do the accidents with me. So I don't like that. But the best life is duck's life. It stays in the water. It's so beautiful, white, and it's so beautiful, and they can swim and